Well, you can set your clock by at the 7:34 starting, as always, at 7:34 straight up. How you doing? Welcome to Tuesday. I'm Jason DeRusha. This is our daily digital news update. It's the news that you count on from WCCO with the snark that you get only here in the Facebook video and YouTube and Twitter. Let's get you started with today's weather. And pretty great, right? Okay, if you were up at 3 in the morning, first of all, I'm sorry. And if you were, you saw some rain out there. You might see some puddles still left this morning. But it's heating up, and it's going to take care of that pretty quickly. 84 is the high around 4 p.m. This is just going to be great. You want to take that run, take that bike ride, take that walk around the block. Enjoy it. If you live to the south, you might have a pop-up storm this afternoon. But for most of us, it's going to be a dry, clear, kind of boring day. And speaking of boring, baseball. Just kidding. Just channeling my children there. Well, I can't get to like baseball as much as I do. Baseball back at Target Field. The Twins home opener tonight. Are you fired up for the home opener against the St. Louis Cardinals? No, you can't go. No, they're not giving away free hot dogs or Cracker Jacks or peanuts. Where's TC Bear? I don't know. No fans will be in the ballpark. Thanks a lot, Corona. But they are going to do some stuff. I want to know, what are the cardboard cutout faces they're going to have? I heard a rumor there might be celebrities behind home plate. We'll see. They're going to have all sorts of stuff going on tonight. George Floyd will be honored with a memorial graphic on the outfield wall, a moment of silence. 9 frontline healthcare workers are going to throw out the first pitch. And the nice thing of having 9 people throw it out is that it's more difficult to tell which one of them throws a terrible pitch. So no one will have a Fauci scenario. So we want to know, what are you going to miss the most about not going to the home opener? I miss sneaking my children out of school, which is something that you would do when the home opener was in April. So let us know on the WCCO TV Facebook page. We'll share some of your comments, the things you miss the most. And by the way, if you're thinking you're going to go there and I'm going to miss the $9.95 beer. 20 people have already tweeted that to me. You're not that clever. Have a beer at home for free tonight while you watch it. I am going to have a beer, and I think maybe we'll grill some hot dogs too. Let's stick with baseball, though. I was a little worried that they were going to cancel the entire season because Major League Baseball dealing with a COVID outbreak. First weekend of action, already 14 players with the Miami Marlins are testing positive. What's going on there in Miami? We have all these protocols, all these things. You're supposed to distance. You're playing in a baseball field with no people. You have so much room to spread out, but it's hard to break old habits. And so perhaps this happened in the clubhouse, perhaps in the batting cages. Who knows? Their game's on hold, as well as the Phillies. That's who they played over the weekend. Twins lineup, no COVID scratches. Again, the home opener tonight against the St. Louis Cardinals at 7:10. Vikings veterans report to training camp today. Rookies and quarterbacks have been in camp since last week, but already, a setback, right? The guy in charge of the protocol for COVID, in charge of keeping Vikings players healthy, he's got it. Eric Sugarman, the head trainer and infection control officer for the Vikings. Team statement says he and his family are in self-quarantine after testing positive for COVID-19 over the weekend. Sugarman will work virtually until he's able to return to the team per NFL protocol. But we hope Eric Sugarman, super nice guy, and we hope for a quick recovery for him. Negotiations now underway on Capitol Hill. The question is how to continue economic relief during this coronavirus crisis. Senate Republicans unveiled a $1 trillion plan. Both parties agree that there should be some emergency federal unemployment benefit continuing. It has been $600. Republicans want to go down to $200. Democrats want to keep it at $600. The Senate GOP bill also includes another round of $1,200 stimulus checks for some Americans, and then $105 billion to help schools reopen. Schools are going to need funding to reopen in a month. And it also offers lawsuit protections for businesses. The Democratic-led House passed a $3 trillion relief bill back in May. So quite a gap there. $3 trillion, $1 trillion. More progress, though, in the race for a coronavirus vaccine. This has been inspiring, hasn't it? How quickly science has responded to this. 2 studies just entering the late stages of their trials, Moderna and Pfizer, each looking for 30,000 people. Half will get the vaccine, the other half a placebo. It's a double-blind trial. Pfizer says it could have 100 million doses available this year, more than 1 billion by the end of next year. Wow. Minnesota still home to the #1 hospital in the country. Mayo Clinic in Rochester again has been named the best hospital in the country by U.S. News and World Report. If you've driven the Highway 10 corridor through Coon Rapids lately, you might have wondered, what's with that strange fencing? Take a look at this from Drone 4. Yeah. Looks like a ribbon-style fencing. MnDOT crews planning months ahead. This fencing should help keep roads safer come winter. They stretch these for hundreds of feet, and it's something in Minnesota traffic officials have been working on for years, trying to figure out how they can mitigate those snow drifts and the winter winds from kind of glazing the roads. So polymer fencing is one idea that we see popping up. MnDOT also testing out a more natural method using rows of shrub willows. The U of M has been doing research on this. They were just planted in Egan, Invergrove Heights, Shakopee in Jordan. So hopefully that will, boy, I bet that'll save lives. That should save lives. Very cool. All right, what would you do if a packet of seeds just shows up at your house in your mailbox? You're going to plant it? Seriously, somebody just sends some seeds to your house and you're like, hey, seeds, guess I should just throw them in the ground. Don't do that. Minnesota Department of Agriculture is like, hey, this isn't normal. They think they're coming from China based on the mailing labels, but they don't know who's sending it, why it's being sent, what exactly it is. So the department says, look, you know, there's a chance that planting these seeds could put our landscape at risk. It could be an invasive plant. If you get them, don't throw them away. Call the state, send them the seeds. They'll analyze it, figure it out. Maybe they'll go throw some across the border and plant some in Iowa. If it's going to ruin someone's agriculture environment, you may as well mess with Iowa, right? Contact information at WCCO.com. News this morning that the Ellen DeGeneres show is reportedly under investigation for alleged workplace harassment. Variety says Warner Media, that's who owns the show, they have opened an internal investigation into the popular daytime talk show for, quote, numerous accounts of workplace problems. Racism, mistreatment, intimidation, part of those allegations. Ellen's staff did not respond to our request for comment, nor did they respond to the request for comment from Variety. Some big baby news this morning. Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas have just had what is certainly going to be the most beautiful baby in the world. They are new parents. TMZ reporting they welcomed a baby girl named Willa. I like that. I think that's a pretty name, Willa. Turner, Willa Jonas, Willa Turner Jonas, don't know. Turner is 24 years old. Do we know the last name of the baby?
I'm assuming Jonas.
Yeah, well, that's pretty sexist of you to assume.
I know. Well, I don't know.
How
Turner
dare you?
Jonas.
How dare you? Joe Jonas is 30. Sophie Turner is, what, 24, I think? Game of Thrones for her. Joe Jonas, of course, Jonas Brothers. So congratulations to them. Opening day, let's talk baseball. Our producer, Chris, who's already whiffed on that first question I asked him.
See if I can do better here.
What are people missing about? How many people said $9 beers?
No one has said that yet,
right.
actually.
Proud of you guys.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you guys.
Talked them out of it.
Yeah, Twitter this morning was, you know, just snark fest.
Well, someone on here, let's see, Jackie says she only comes for the snark.
There you go. Jackie, thank you. You're the one.
Most people are just saying that they're going to miss the atmosphere of being at Target Field.
Yeah.
It's just not the same watching it on TV.
It isn't. And I wonder, like, how much people even care about the home games now because, you know, you're not really going to have a home field advantage.
Yeah, Cindy says she'll just miss interacting with other Twins fans.
Yeah. I was thinking about, like, the ushers today, like the ushers, the ticket takers, the concessions workers. Like, the people at Target Field are so nice, and it makes the experience so fun. And I bet just for those men and women, it sucks. Like, today's opening day, and you can't be at work, you can't be handing a ball to a kid, like all of that stuff.
It's another thing you're missing out on this summer.
Right, yeah.
Becca said she just misses getting out. They usually go one or two games, kind of like a date night.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then...
And the weather's so nice tonight, that makes it worse.
That's true.
Would it be great to be sitting out at the ballpark tonight?
Yeah, and then Anahita says the stadium views, the energy, and then just the food too.
Yeah.
So.
I know. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I should try to recreate it at home tonight. Like grill some hot dogs, pop some popcorn, maybe get a bag of peanuts, and watch the game with my kids.
It's a good plan.
We'll see. They'll probably want to play Fortnite or something.
It's past my bedtime.
7:10's too late for you, for sure. It's probably past my bedtime. You can tell how punchy I am in the morning based on how late I was up the night before. That's it for us, 7:34. Go Twins! Hey, the Lynx are playing tonight. Minnesota United tonight. Lots of local sports action going on tonight. Enjoy it. Enjoy the beautiful weather. Thanks for watching. We'll be back here again. I think this will be called the 7:34, and we'll see you in the morning.